Hello, Commanders. Automatic Gamer here, and football season, the NFL, is quickly approaching. With training camp going on right now and preseason just about around the corner, just in like a week or two, it is the perfect time to start to predict and break down the divisions for this upcoming NFL season. So let's kick off and start things going with working our way up to the best division in football, the NFC North. But let's start things off with the AFC West. The Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos, or the Raiders. Let's think here. I think it could be an interesting year for this division, but I could be wrong. Now, let's start things off with the... Let's start off things with the Raiders, who had the number 1 overall pick in the draft this year. Now for the Raiders, obviously last year, nothing went to plan. Obviously, we all knew the Raiders been in a rebuild, I think, for a while. Outside of like getting Kirk Cousins at quarterback to also be like try to boost their team. Outside of that, drafting number 1 overall pick Fernando Mendoza. That's an okay move to try to get someone who can maybe throw the ball downfield and hopefully provide some stability for a team to get a quarterback like him. So that's a good move. But also what the Raiders also did was obviously they did get him some protection. You're obviously gonna need O-line protection, which is what they did because they're trying to get him they got him some weapons like a running back, some safeties, some offensive guards, which I do like for the Raiders. Obviously if you're gonna draft a quarterback, you have to give him some protection, which is what they did, which I think is a good move. But for the Raiders, for this team this year, I don't think it would be interesting to see if they could squeak their way into the postseason and steal a wild card spot. Do I think it's going to happen? No, definitely not. But could they potentially win a few games? There's a possibility, but do I think they're going to be any good? Could see a minor improvement, yes, but I don't think so. I do think they're going to win maybe a couple, maybe like 2 or 3 games here. But yeah, for the Raiders, it's just going to be a rebuild year. And next, let's go with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs, what I would say for them is last year, obviously, nothing went the way they wanted it to do. Patrick Mahomes got injured. Travis Kelce played an absolute worst football that he has in his career, and I know he's coming back again for this next season, and things didn't go so well. The offense wasn't great at protecting Patrick Mahomes. He got injured. Their second-string quarterback, Gardner Minshew, got hurt as well. Now they got to go with their third-string quarterback. Their defense wasn't great. Secondary was bad. It was just an overall bad year for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think Chiefs fans and the Chiefs in general is being like, can we get back to who we once were? Or they're maybe going to be thinking like, maybe we should treat the regular NFL season, week 1 to week 18, as the regular season of football instead of the preseason like we've been doing now. I'm not giving the Chiefs any advice, any credit. I do not like the Kansas City Chiefs at all. But yeah, this may be a year where they're going to be like, maybe we need to switch up a couple of things here and there. And I don't know. I don't I don't think it's going to be a good year for the Chiefs at all. I think they're just going to be slightly better than the Raiders. I mean, because it's just going to come down to probably their third string quarterback this year because Mahomes is injured, Gardner Minshew is injured. They're probably not going to be back till like midway or like over halfway through the season with their injuries that they've sustained last year. And I mean, for the Chiefs, obviously, they're going to have to go with their third string quarterback. Travis Kelce is not great, not good at all. He's been playing some really bad football. And obviously, I know the big move that they did get Kenneth Walker from the Seattle Seahawks, which honestly, for Seahawks fans, I feel kind of bad about. Losing Kenneth Walker, and he had to go to the Chiefs. I mean, like, that's just awful. I feel bad for the Seahawks fan base for losing Kenneth Walker, the K9 unit, and he had to go to the Chiefs, which will give them a boost in their run game. I will give them that. And I mean, also for their draft, I mean, it was pretty good. I mean, B grade. I mean, they did draft a quarterback, which I kind of think was pretty funny, just because maybe their last two quarterbacks did get injured, their starter and their second string quarterback. So maybe that's why they drafted one in the seventh round. But I mean, I do think that's pretty funny. Other than that, I mean, they did take a corner, a defensive tackle, an edge rusher, another cornerback, running back, and a wide receiver. So I mean, they're definitely trying to add, I think, a little bit more weapons to their offense, but I think they're definitely trying to make their defense trying to just add as much as they can to make it as strong as they think it can be with adding some cornerbacks to the secondary, which definitely was weak heading with last year. So I can definitely see where they're coming from, but for the Chiefs, I mean, just you may have to watch and see what happens during the regular season, Chiefs fans. So, yeah, and next let's go with the LA Chargers. And for the Chargers with Justin Herbert, I mean, they had a decent season. I mean, I know Justin Herbert. I mean, he can be a good quarterback, and I will say that he is a good quarterback. I mean, if he's got time, he can definitely get the ball downfield, and I mean, he is good. He's gotten some good numbers here and there for this last season. I mean, granted, they did have a lot of issues on the offense and defensive side of the ball, and I mean, well, the division, I think it wasn't the greatest last year, but I mean, the support system I feel like is there, especially with John Harbaugh at the head coach. So I mean, I think that's good, especially if you're a Chargers fan, because I know you don't have to deal with Brandon Staley anymore to hurt you. But yeah, for the Chargers, I mean, Justin Herbert, I mean, good quarterback and I mean, good head coach. So that's a really good system to work on with there. And I mean, I know they do have other good sports systems I know because their offense, like I said, it does have some issues, and same with their defense, which I think they did try to address in the draft by drafting by going with edge rusher, an offensive guard, wide receiver, offensive tackle, a safety, defensive tackle, offensive guard, and another offensive guard. So that's pretty good because they're trying to do whatever resources they can to shore up all their offense to see what it can do. And yeah, their defense is good, but it can always be better. So I do understand the moves that the Chargers are trying to make. So I mean, they definitely can be a good team in a division like this, because it usually all depends on Justin Herbert on if he can get the ball out in time to any of his wide receivers, or just do anything he can with his power of him as a quarterback on the ground, or with a run game that he has. So that's what I would think. That's what I think about the LA Chargers. And now finally onto the Denver Broncos. Now the Broncos with Bo Nix, obviously in incredible season. I mean, other than the ending of the season where Bo Nix got injured, and then Jared Stidham had to step in at the end, and obviously had an okay game the against the Patriots. I mean, which I think could have gone better. I would say if Bo Nix didn't get injured in that game with the Bills last year in the divisional round, I think the Broncos would have beaten the Patriots and then would have gone on to the Super Bowl against the Seahawks, which I think would have been pretty interesting, seeing a kind of a rematch or reunion between the Seahawks and Broncos that we did have in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. But yeah, for the Broncos, obviously, one of the big moves that they had, or the probably biggest move that they had this off season, especially in free agency, was acquiring Jalen Waddle from the Miami Dolphins, which honestly, that is a really good move, giving Bo Nix another target on the field, another weapon that he can rely on. And of course, Jalen Waddle is definitely one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. So that's definitely a good thing. And I mean, I don't know, they're just gonna be adding weapons left and right. And as long as you got Bo Nix and he can believe, the Broncos can be a good team. And I mean, Broncos, here's the thing. Good offense, good defense. Well, the defense and secondary is definitely really good. That's like one of the best parts of their team. Offense is definitely going to be a lot better, especially with Jalen Waddle. But I mean, here's the thing. It could always be better. And obviously, with these new weapons additions that Bo Nix has, it's going to be great with all the weapons that he has. So, I mean, and their offensive line is still really good. Bo Nix can have a good run game, especially for his team, for the Broncos. So, that's a great thing to see and have. I mean, yeah, for the Broncos, I can see them definitely winning this division. Maybe the biggest competition, it could be a two-way race between them and the Chargers. Or maybe if the Chiefs are able to like sneak, it could be like a three-way race. I could be mistaken there, but I mean, it definitely could go either way between the Broncos and the Chargers. What I'm thinking. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But I mean, yeah, for the Broncos, still a very good team, and I mean, they did draft really well, going with a defensive tackle, and then a running back, and then an offensive guard, tight end, then a safety, then another tight end, then a linebacker. So that's pretty good. So I mean, adding more to the offense and then adding even more to the defense. So that's a really good move, especially just shoring up the tight end position just to make sure everything's good. And I mean, yeah, for the AFC West, this is how I would predict it. You got probably the Broncos in first place, then the Chargers following in maybe with a close second, and then the Chiefs in third place, and then you got the Raiders in fourth. So that's my breakdown of the AFC West to start off division predictions for the 2026-2027 NFL season. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of this in the comments. Subscribe, join my Discord if you want to talk about anything football or NFL related. Link will be in the description. And I will see you on the football field, Commanders.